Hello and welcome to today's micro teach on keeping focus and avoiding distraction. Easier said than done, right? We can easily be distracted in any and every day activity. Doesn't matter if you are at work, at home, on your phone, you can easily be distracted. Have you ever watched the telly, been on your phone and then thought, hang on a minute, I don't understand what's just happened here? That's because we've been distracted by our phone. So today we're going to talk about how to maintain focus. And by maintaining focus in your work life, it can help with your everyday life as well as limiting some distractions. So I want you to think about what might distract you in your workplace environment. Could be people, could be outside noises, could be a child bursting into tears. It could be your own emotions or anxiety going on if this is an element or an area that you have no clue about, that you're not confident in. Then I want you to think about what distracts you in everyday life. Have you ever had a conversation with someone and suddenly blanked out and returned to the conversation again thinking, I don't know where I was for a moment? It might be that you were distracted by noise you heard. It could be that you were distracted by your phone or something that was on the telly or a screen. These distraction elements can be external and none of your control, people walking by, or it could be internal, which we can, on some level, control. So your emotional input, if you feel really anxious, we can start to find techniques and strategies to lower this level, to lower your heartbeat so that you become more calm and in control and more focused. So how can we limit and avoid distractions? Concentration cues. These help to focus the mind on the task at hand. It could be using a trigger word. It could be something like when you're swimming in an everyday activity and you're counting lengths. Maybe your trigger word is just the number of the length you are swimming, just to keep your brain focused on that, and it lets everything else come out of your brain and you're just focusing on that one trigger word. Another way to help maintain focus and limit distractions is to practice real life scenarios. When you're at school, maybe you did a mock exam in exam conditions where you are timed. You're maybe sitting in the hall where you'd be sitting the exam. These can help to just prepare the body and the mind for what you're going to do as a major task. Think about how you could represent and recreate this beforehand. And then with a tutor or mentor or work peer, reflect on how you did in that scenario. Having a mock-up where it could all go wrong can be quite useful to learn and to improve from there. Was there anything that got you particularly anxious? Talk about it. This can help you to discuss how you can improve when it comes to the actual event. When we have a big major event going on in lives, we can often be a bit freaked out by it. This raises our heartbeat, makes us breathe quicker, we sweat, we have anxiety. So trying to breathe and just kind of calming down the body in this one way can really help to lower the anxiety levels. Say you've got a presentation or your first time teaching and you're quite nervous. Here's one way that you could lower your anxiety and keep your focus by looking at one element or person in the room. You could also use visual imagery, trigger words, or self-talk, which is where you sort of give yourself a pep talk, but out loud. It can show you how your breathing is. It can also tell you if you're speaking really fast and just help to ground you in the moment. It could be something as simple as saying, I am calm, I am collective, I am in control. And these little pep talks can sometimes feel a little bit awkward. After a while, you get used to them. It may even bring a smile to your face and just kind of help you to laugh off the moment. You may look into relaxation techniques or yoga poses. Now, we're not talking like the tree pose in the middle of a classroom. We're talking breathing exercises, deep breathing, lowering your heart rate, focusing on specific parts of the body and relaxing them. And you can do this for the whole body, just including the next body part and the next body part. And a great way is no one knows you're doing it. Finally, you might think about creating a routine. Now, we can do these elements of breathing, trigger words, body relaxation, and create our own routine personal to ourselves. It could be dressing for the activity, a more formal attire if you are teaching for the first time because you want to have that kind of Yeah, confidence, I can do it. So finally, I want you to think about if you had a big or major task on your apprenticeship that you needed to prepare for. Ask yourself, how am I going to prepare for this event? Can I do a mock-up of this event? And if you did do a mock-up, what would you reflect on with your tutor, mentor, or peer afterwards? And how can you limit the distraction and improve your focus for the final real event? Thank you very much, guys, and I will see you for the next one.